Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sandra. Thank you for joining me for today's video. We are going to talk about my 2025 Franklin Planner Classic setup and some thoughts and ideas that I have that I want to share with you. So my binder is not fully set up yet. What I wanted to do with you guys was to write out my roles and big rocks in my values mission section of my Franklin Planner inserts here. And I guess I want to start this off by saying that I determined my word of the year through my Cultivate What Matters power sheets, and that word is simplify. So one of the biggest things for myself this year is to make everything easier. I don't want to spend a lot of time on complex things, so I don't want to be filling out a million planners. I don't want to be journaling for an hour every morning before I actually start getting to work. And I want to just simplify my life. So this is going to be simplifying planners, simplifying my routines, my house, like getting rid of stuff, just overall simplifying things to make things easier for myself. So in saying that, I want to start with filling this out, but with the word simplify in mind, I am not filling out most of it, which is crazy to me. If you give me a form and you give me like things to do, I want to do all of it, right? That's me. I want to fill everything out. I want to do all the work. But this time, like I have been doing this for a few years now, and the only thing that I want to fill out and keep in my planner are my values, my roles, and my mission statement. I'm not filling out any of the journaling prompts or anything like that because honestly, you guys, I know at this point what I want out of my life. I know who I am, and it's as easy as that. So this is all going to go in the garbage. I know, it's sacrilegious, isn't it? And we're going to fill out these few things. And honestly, you guys, I'm going to copy them over from last year because I was reading my last year and it makes the most sense to me. It makes sense because I already know that that's what I want, but I'm going to write it more point form, I think. Not point form, just I'm going to cut out a lot of the unnecessary stuff that I had last year. So I'm going to take my pen and we're going to come back to this binder and talk about it for sure. All right, so let's get started. Alright guys, I think I'm all done. I really tried to simplify things here. So we're going to read this over very, very quickly, and then we're going to move on to thoughts and ideas for my planner for 2025. Okay, so for my values, these are copied exactly from last year, but I have simplified my clarifying statements. So I want to have integrity and authenticity in all my dealings. And this means being honest with myself, family, friends, viewers, anybody I come in contact with. I want to show authenticity. I want to be real. I don't want to put on airs. Okay, empathetic and patient. I want to be kind, and I want to show compassion to everybody, and also have patience. Okay, career and balance. I want to focus on my tasks, limit distractions, and know when it's time to quit so that I can focus on home life as well. Family, loyalty, respect, and love. I want to teach responsibility and teamwork. For fitness and health, increase my activity and take care of myself. Beauty, create for the sake of creation and enjoy life, all that life has to offer, enjoy the beauty of the earth. Education, learning, improve my knowledge and advance personal and career. Gratitude, be grateful, express thankfulness. Spirituality, meditate, ground myself, and respect nature. Okay, roles, I'm a parent, so this is for my kids. I want to guide them to be good people, to be kind and patient and loving just through my actions. I'm a wife. We want to respect, connect, and love each other. Daughter, spend more time with my mom, love and show kindness. CEO for my business and my home. I want to show authenticity, plan and organize, and manage well. Artist, inspire with what I create. And that's it. And then for my mission statement. So I'll be loving, kind, and respectful to everyone. I will be honest and truthful in my dealings and interactions. My kids will learn how to be good citizens through my actions. I want to spend quality time with my loved ones and show them love and kindness. I will work on improving myself at all times. I'm a hard worker. I'm grateful for my life. I will deal in honesty and integrity. I will treat myself good so I can live a healthy life. All right, and that's it. So I have simplified this down, you guys. Like, this is absolutely crazy, but you know what? I'm loving it. I love that it's simple. It's easy to follow. There's not excess words. It works. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. I do keep this in my goals section. And you know what? I'm going to put it behind my quarterly planning section from Jean's agenda here. Okay, so now this isn't really my planner lineup video. Obviously, it's just about Franklin, but I did want to discuss one thing. So in my routines, like if you followed my channel and watched some of my content, you will know that I usually have like a morning journaling routine. So this year for 2025, I have cut back on that. I am getting rid of my bullet journal. I did have a bullet journal for health related things, and I'm now going to be using that my Planner Perfect traveler's notebook for that. So I have a new system, Planner Perfect, and those are going to be my two systems for the year. So it's going to be Franklin and my Planner Perfect. Franklin is basically going to be my home base. It's going to be, my home management system, pretty much my life system. But my traveler's notebook is going to be a bit more personal. I script out everything I want to have done, and it's also going to come with me in the car. So if I go, it's going to be in my purse at all times. So if I go to take my son to school, and now I'm like, oh no, I forgot to write this down. Like, I need to buy this. I'm going to forget. I take that out and I write it down. Same thing with going to the grocery store. I will take that with me. All of my grocery items are in there, and that's how I know what I'm going to buy. If I go on big trips, this will still come with me, but for the most part, I will just be taking my traveler's notebook around with me locally. Okay, so another thing that I've simplified is my journaling routine itself. I am no longer going to have a Hobonichi techno cousin this year. So it was more for memory keeping and something to look cute and to use all of my little stickers in. And I'm using up my stickers, but I I'm cutting out my Hobonichi because it is probably the biggest time waster in the morning that I have. And while it's beautiful to look at, it's not serving a huge purpose. It's not my planner like it is for some people. This is my planner. And I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So I am keeping a business journal and I am keeping my regular journal, but I'm going to change how I use those. So, because my morning is mostly focused on business, my business journal will detail all the things I will be working on for my intentions for the day. And then my regular journal, so the one that I write in, since I have been writing in since I've been 9, I mean, I have like a whole Rubbermaid container full it's actually full. So I have to start a new one. It's like the story of my life. That's going to be more, if I can manage to do journaling in the evening, I will start doing that over a cup of sleepy time tea and just reflect on how my day went and all the things that have happened, etc., etc. Okay, so those types of things, like my journaling, it does help me with my planner in that it's not really a brain dump per se, but it lets me explore my thoughts and feelings. And sometimes I come up with really great ideas. And so then they translate to my planning process or to the things that I discuss with everybody on my channel. And it's a really great way to express yourself without having to like speak to somebody else, if you know what I mean. It's also a way for me to express my solitude. So solitude is a way of being alone that doesn't involve any media. So you're not reading a book, you're not listening to music. Solitude is sitting in silence with your thoughts. And that's what my journaling process does for me. Okay, another way I'm going to simplify things is in my planner tabs. So I have worked on changing up my life categories and my things that I like to pay attention to from my planner from a very, very early start. I think I've changed quite a bit over the last 4 or 5 years. And for the most part, I realized that the tabs I had along the bottom of my planner prior were a little irrelevant and that I couldn't no I it would be easy for me to put those amongst what I already had. So I'm pretty sure I had finance, but I have a finance planner. I don't need to have finance in my Franklin planner. I had school, which I integrated amongst all of my regular home schedule. I had reading, which I'm moving some of that into my Planner Perfect notebook and then some into my reference section or my personal section. I can't remember which one it's going to be yet. And then I think I also had like a notes page, but I mean, that's going to be under project and notes. So we'll go through these sections. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my goals too for 2025, and not really 2025 because I've been ever since I read the 12-week year. I have been kind of focusing more on like quarterly goals because like a yearly goal, I get bored. I think that's the main thing here. I get bored very quickly, and I think um, a 12-week goal, so like a quarterly goal, for example, works better for me. And that's also the way my power sheets are set up so that it gives you an opportunity to switch your goals every quarter because the seasons change too. So your goals might not always stay the same. And that's kind of how I've been living my life the last couple of years. Okay, so for example, for quarter 1, I've got a lot going on for January. I've got a lot of appointments. It's like a brand new start, but I've got a lot of things going on. So, one of those things is to spend more time with my family. So, I'm going to integrate family date nights. And I've done this in the past, but I feel like I didn't really focus on family as much in 2024. It was more about my business. So, this time it's going to be more about family and I guess more about striking that balance in reality. So we're going to do some weekly family dates, whether that's staying home and watching a movie or going somewhere or whatever the case. It's not going to be money dependent necessarily. Some of the things will be, but we'll have opportunities to play board games or watch movies or play like on the Nintendo Wii, stuff like that. Spending time together, going for walks, even. Okay, so I do have some cleaning things I want to take care of. I've got to clean up my digital stuff. I want to clean up my filing cabinet, which I do every January, and then finish the Christmas decorations. When we put everything away, I want to make sure it's tidy. I want to set new intentions for my finances this year. I want to save more money. I think that's very important. And focus on my planning stuff a little bit here, and then also setting up like health tracking and just making sure I'm paying attention to my health. Okay, I've also got kindergarten registration for my daughter. We've got a new reading goal. So goal is to read 10 books this month. The actual goal is 2 books per week, because I think that will fulfill my annual goal. So 2 books per week. And I want to make sure that the house is tidy. Okay, and then lots of things going on. My son is going into skating and hockey, so that is going to be a new thing. And yeah, that's it for what I've written for January. And really, I get these things from my Cultivate What Matters planner, and then I just transfer over the main things into my Franklin that I want to track. But this doesn't really encompass everything. All of that is in my prep work for Cultivate What Matters. If you guys want to see that, I will link the playlist for 2025. We've walked through the values, the roles, and my mission statement already. Okay, and so sometimes when I fill out my compass card, I do refer to those as well. So first tab I said was goals. Okay, that is a main side tab. If you'll notice, these are my main kind of life categories, my main life sections in my planner, and then the top is just for organization. I've got my brain dump, monthly, weekly, and daily. Okay, so next section is my brain dump. I don't have anything here yet. I'll be transferring over from my other planner. I've got an inbox sheet that goes in here, and then ideally I would like to have some plain paper, so if I feel like doing a brain dump, I just come here and write down everything on my mind, and that can be thrown out after I've taken all of those things and put them where they need to go. I can get rid of it. It's just a section where I want to keep it organized. Okay, the next is schedule. So I am sticking with my Franklin Covey inserts. I am using well, actually I've got 2 future logs here in case I run out of room. So my future log from Jane's agenda, I did end up highlighting. I wrote down all the days of the week because I find that very helpful, and I highlighted the weekends. Yeah, I did the same thing with this one, but I haven't highlighted the weekends yet. This is one that comes in the Teresa Collins collab with Franklin Covey. Unfortunately, they have stopped making the Teresa Collins version as of 2024. Now they have something to replace it called Modern Grace. So if you guys if you want to check that out, you can. I repurchased a 2024 version, which I'm going to be redating for the year of 2025. So this is an additional future log where I can put anything that I need for the next year. And I'll be redating these. Just haven't had a chance yet. Okay, and then we've got a task list. So this is going to come in handy. This is also from Jane's agenda. This is going to come in handy for certain things. Like here, for example, I might use this for my son's school stuff. Like days off school or important dates, I'll just use a dot marker, and then I'm going to put a little sticky note, and then that will be my kind of like my guide of what colors mean what. And this page, I'm going to put, I don't know if I'm going to put birthdays here. I think it would be an easy place to come for birthdays, so that might be a good idea, or it might be other important items. I'm not sure yet, haven't determined what I'm going to use it for. Okay, so next we have monthly. So here is January. Again, I haven't redated it yet, but I will. And I also haven't determined if I'm going to be using this calendar or the calendar that I'm going to be using on the dailies. You can tell I am using the Carrera inserts for January because they do go with this theme in this binder. So I love using this goals page, so I'll keep that. If I choose not to use the calendar from the Teresa Collins one, I glue this together, and then sometimes I use the task list on the back, But the Carrera task list is also really, really neutral, so I might just use this one. Okay, but I do like the calendar because it does have lines and it's easy to use, and it gives you a lot of space per box. And it's still easy to decorate because it's very neutral. Okay, next come weeklies. Again, the Teresa Collins 2024 date, so I have to change these. I will be changing them as I go, and I'll just be like putting stickers on top basically, or whiting it out and drawing it in. And I like to decorate some of this, but I love to have the weekly task list, and I like to see this view. I can't really use an hourly view. I can't time block because I have little kids. It's really hard for me, so this works best. Okay, next I have my daily, and like I said, I'm using the Carrera inserts. I haven't ever used these before, so I'm very excited. And I like having my list here, and then I've got a tracker. I might not use that as a tracker, I don't know yet, but I like having the on 2-page. Okay, the next section on my planner is my home section. This is going to encompass anything that involves my home, so it will have extras for my son's school stuff here. It'll have cleaning, it will have organizing, anything that involves house or home. My reference section is actually a growing concern. I'm going to have to organize this better. I basically wrote out all of the items in my reference section by hand, so that's kind of not an issue, but I do have to keep track of all the information, and there's a lot. The section has grown quite large. Okay, personal is going to be my reading, or my list of things I want to buy, stuff like that, but it's also a large section. This is anything that involves just my stuff, so that's what will go there. And then projects, notes, that's exactly what it is. I do have like a bottom divider tab, I think it was from Jane's Agenda, that is like a notes section, so I'm going to keep some blank paper there. And projects will be anything I want to work on that involves more than just like like a line or something in my inbox. It'll be like a project, like for example, cleaning the garage. That involves many steps, or if we were to have another garage sale, that would be a project. And then at the very back, I do have this page lifter. It's a clear one, and I have some notes on here that go with the theme for the month. So the theme for the month, and the binder I chose for this month also, this is the Dusty Blue Vintage Aurora that came out in 2024, and I love it. I did use it for June of 2024. It was my rainbow theme, and this time I'm using it because Coco Daisy, I can't remember the name of the kit, but it was something like Nordic Nights, similar to that, Nordic something. I believe it was a remake of the original Nordic Nights, but it's beautiful, and the colors are going to go with this, and the Traveler's Notebook from Planner Perfect that I will be using will match it. I'm hoping. I don't have it yet, but it's on its way, and I'm hoping that will match this setup. So I think that's all I wanted to discuss in this setup. The main word, like I said, is simplify. So that's what I want to be doing with my life right now. January is kind of a way for me to get back on track, to kind of start fresh and clean up everything that I want to clean up. And I'm starting with the minimal planner. I'm still going to decorate. That has not left the table. Decorating is one of the things that makes me come back to my planner and making me look at all the pretties, makes me enjoy my planner a little bit more, I think, but I still get a lot of function out of my planner. I do have a pretty busy life. I've got a lot of things going on. I've got 3 kids. One of them has cystic fibrosis, and another one has a lot of other issues, one of them being ADHD, and my business is also really, really busy. So I've got a lot of things going on, and I really need my planner for function, but I like to see it pretty in the meantime. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask them down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.